What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ATruckerNamedJay checking in, man. I want to welcome you to the Life with Jay channel, man. Glad that you could be here today. While you're here, I hope you like, comment, subscribe, or share. Somebody may need to hear what I, say on the video today or whatnot, you know what I mean? Also, while I'm on it, if you're a truck driver that's out here trying to better your health while being on the truck and still making money for your family, you may need some assistance or some support. Well, come check us out over at Truckers Getting Fit Not Fat over on Facebook, man. I'll be sure to add you in there. Some good positive movement going in there. Sometimes it's just what we need, a little encouragement. Make sure you come over there. So, but what's going on? Let's get to the video today. So what we got going on today is it's a special day. It's a very special day for Holland Logistics LLC. It's a very special day for me, my family. Today is the year anniversary that I hired my first driver and went to be, into becoming a whatever you want to call it, a fleet owner, lease a fleet, fake a fleet, whatever, man. I don't get caught up in this shit. Who cares? But and expanding my business to hiring someone and creating additional income, I wasn't quite out the truck yet this time last year, but this is a step that led to that, and for that I'm grateful for it, man. It has been it was a crazy year, man. Like, I ain't even gonna, like, oh, the bridge opening, fam. That is crazy. Oh, yep, look at that joint right there. I'm about to be late to this doctor's appointment. But anyways, that's okay. Anyways, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm whatever. Virginia problems. It has been a crazy year, man. It's been a very profitable year. But please don't allow me to come up here and make it seem like it was all good all the time. It wasn't, man. I kind of jumped out there. It wasn't nothing that was, I kind of, like, when I came to VL in 2020, to be perfectly honest, I had no long-term plans for this company. I had no long-term, I didn't have any long-term anything with anybody, but it was just like, I didn't see myself being here this long. I came as a company driver, 1099, and really I was just supposed to only be doing this job temporarily. I was only supposed to go to VL for like a month, and then I was supposed to go work for somebody else. I just needed some money, and man, y'all know my story. I mean, y'all seen it, man. I came to VL, my life was upside down. I've been making a lot of mistakes in trucking, a lot of mistakes in life. And, by the grace of God, man, and a lot of good people around me, I've been able to, I think, for the most part, turn my situation around, if nothing else. Excuse me. I'm not going to make it seem like I'm on this mountaintop and I'm way above everybody. I have passed a couple people, but that's cool. But I'm not, way up above anybody sitting down looking on. Nah, man, I just think for me, why I'm so proud of what I'm doing is just because when I look at less than 2 years ago, where I was headed, it just wasn't good, man. It just wasn't good. It wasn't good for me. It wasn't good for my family. And so I'm really happy to be consistently doing something correct. This is the most consistency I've had in my life, with anything, with the exception of my wife, to being a father. But I'm really proud of myself. Like I said, I have to say that because I know I get up here sometimes and I beat myself up a lot. I over criticize myself. I'm my biggest critic, I think. Besides my mama. But anyways, and it's just to have took a chance, like a risk like that, because that could have failed miserably. We've seen it play out on YouTube. We've seen it play out on social media, where all business ventures, no matter the industry, don't end well. You know what I mean? And I could have been out here looking crazy, and had somebody else looking crazy. But like I said, I'm just fortunate to be where I'm at. You know what I mean? I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed, and I don't take it for granted. For not 1 second and 1 day. I did last year a little bit, but I think a lot of that was because of just I had a lot of mental shit going on last year, especially once my granddad died. When my granddad died, man, I probably was in a solid depression for like 6 months. Like it was bad. It was really, really bad. I had periods of time where I didn't leave the bedroom all day. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't leave the house for, oh my God, for like a month. Like it was bad. You know what I'm saying? So and it affected how I or the lack thereof of my productivity with my business. You feel what I'm saying? Like I just checked out. I really did, man. I checked out, and it just, that's why it was so easy to just kind of, dial it back from YouTube, because, not because of the BS that happened on YouTube, but because of the shit that was going on outside of YouTube. It was just like, man, whatever. You know what I mean? Like a lot of days, it's just whatever. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, I'm just glad that even with going through that it didn't affect the business so much as to where it failed. It affected it some where, like I said, it's productivity. I probably should have made more money last year than I did because of my lack of productivity. But, again, we're here. We made those mistakes, and we're looking to correct them in 2022. A lot of the things that I'm doing now with my business and how I run it, how I manage it, is a lot different than when I just, threw my first driver in that truck a year ago. I'm not paying I'm not paying people through Cash App no more. You know what I mean? That was how I started. Yeah, I know. Oh, hey man, whatever, man. Judge me all you want. Talk about me all you want. I don't care. I'm not ashamed of it. It's part of my story. It's part of my journey. It's a part of, at the end of the day, when the finished product is whatever it becomes, that's just going to be as pivotal as any other thing that I do. You know what I mean? I put my first driver in a truck and I paid them through Cash App. I don't pay my drivers through Cash App no more, because I learned, I developed, I grew. And that's what I be trying to relate to my people who watch me and who pay attention to me, is that, man, you ain't going to get it right the first time or the second time. Sometimes you might not even get it right the third time. But that fourth or that fifth, or whenever you do decide to get it right, will make worth all the attempts. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, we're not chasing nothing mediocre when we're failing something. We're chasing greatness, and greatness isn't easy. So if it was easy, we'd get it on the first attempt, right? So that's why when I look at people who brag about doing things right the first time and second times, and then I look at what they did, it's like, well, in my opinion, what you accomplished ain't that great. So of course you're going, but what I'm trying to do is a little bit different. My goals are a little bit higher. My expectations for myself are a little bit higher. And that's not to knock anybody. That's not to down anyone. It's just, how I was raised. So, but anyways, I got on the spit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get on a rant like that. But again, I'm fortunate to be here, man. I'm blessed to be here. Here's to praying for another year, and eventually a decade, and so forth and so forth, man. I'm hoping that Holland Logistics LLC will continue to grow and stay consistent and profitable and productive in the trucking industry for many years to come. And as far as this year, we really don't have any major plans this year, man. I wanted to look into expanding some things. Even though I do think I will get one more truck. I will probably get one more truck. Probably will be what is this now? Going into March. By at least May, by summertime for sure, I will probably have a fourth truck. So look for that opening coming. Like I said, in the next, this is March, so April, May, maybe the next 60 days. You know what I mean? 60 days, I want to see some other things happen first. But so I will be, you know, adding the 4th truck more than likely by spring, summertime. But besides that, that I won't be expanding too much more than that. Again, based off some counsel I've received from some people in some very, very high places, as far as I'm concerned, in the trucking industry. I think this year will be just about maintaining and solidifying the foundation and making sure that we ready for whatever's to come. You know what I mean? I think to try to expand right now with everything so expensive and not knowing if this is the new norm or if this is gonna crash or if it's gonna come down a little bit, I think that'd be foolish. I think that'd be short-sighted. So, you know, and plus with the prices, man, trying to expand in the way I was thinking of expanding, it'd have been a lot. I ain't gonna hold you. But so that's, you know, that's where we at, man. You know, 4 trucks, hopefully by spring, summertime, maintain those for the rest of the year, perfecting my craft as a business owner with human resources, with, you know, driver relations, with, you know, just offering better, you know, situations to my drivers, you know, working on the things that I can do to make my driving position stick out from others. And I will give away some other business stuff, but it really ain't, you know, you learn as you learn and go through business. You just learn, man. You know, you can't tell everybody everything, and I've done that a lot, and I like to think I've been very vulnerable with my subscribers. But a lot of stuff that I got in motion now is just so delicate. You know, it's to come out and say it would jeopardize it potentially. You know, I don't know how, but it always seems to work out like that. When you say you're gonna do something, you tell everybody, and then something happens, and then, you know what I'm saying, just like with that box truck situation. You know what I'm saying? I told people I was on Instagram and Facebook that I was considering I was gonna get a box truck, I was gonna get a box truck, I was gonna get a box truck. But then after doing more and more research and finally talking to some people and realizing that, you know, box trucks right now to rent or lease are just as much, if not more, than a semi truck. And my area, which I thought was a busy area for box trucks, is very average. You know, I would have to, you know, travel out of my area, which, you know, is not possible. So, you know what I mean? So I spoke it. I said something, and boom. So a lot of the things that I want to do, I'm very serious about, especially the one thing. And I'll come and I'll share with you guys once it's done and once it's, you know what I'm saying, solidified. But until then, all I'll give you is that I am gonna add one more truck, and I'm gonna have 4 trucks, and we're gonna continue to make that work. And besides that, man, I'm just gonna keep trying to get better, keep working on my health. And you know, I did have a conversation with my doctor a week and a half ago, where they supposed to be sending me to VCU to start the talks for the transplant and get all that going. So I'm very excited about that as well, and blessed that I'm able to again be home on an open schedule, to where this, you know, doesn't affect the income that I'm able to provide and the lifestyle that I'm able to provide for my family. I don't take that for granted either. You know, the money that I'm able to make while being at home, still taking care of my health. Because a lot of times, especially in the trucking industry, you see guys that, you know, sacrifice one for the other, whether they're sacrificing their health to run and make a lot of money on the road, or they're sacrificing, you know, the money they could make by being home more, or, you know, not working as much to continue to work on their health. So to be able to work on my health and give it 110% effort, as well as giving 110% effort towards my business, is also something I don't take for granted. It's a blessing. So, but that's all I got, man. I'm not gonna talk you guys head off. I appreciate you watching the video. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the love, man. I really do appreciate it. I do 100% try focus on that more so now than the hate. You know, I don't even really try to focus on the hate like that no more, or the drama or anything where my name is mentioned here or there. You know, I hear some rumblings and stuff like that, but I don't really just, you know what I mean? I focus on the people that I can help, the people that want to listen to me, the people that, you know, take me serious. And everybody else is just, hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? What can you do? You know what I mean? Can't please them all. So, but much love, much respect. Again, here's to more years, 10 more years, 20 more years of Holland Logistics, And as always, y'all know the vibes, man. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking. Check your next video. Go.